Hey yo buddies, what's up? So yeah, it's been a while since I've done an anime video and yeah, happy new year to y'all. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it, so haven't done any anime video since spring last year I guess. All I did was one video about which anime to watch and yeah, so Crunchyroll's award voting is now open, so I was gonna vote on it anyway. So I decided why not make it into a video, because there have been a lot of good anime that aired last year, and trust me when I say that I watched most of them, if not all of them. Maybe not the sequels, but yeah. Without any further ado, let's vote, I guess. And if there aren't any anime nominated here that I really want to talk about, I'll definitely talk about them in another video. I really want to talk about Cyberpunk 2077, of course. I think it's the anime of the year without any doubt, and being a manga reader of the Chainsaw Man, I can definitely tell you I ain't gonna vote on it because the first episode was midsummer, like everyone's been talking about. Not because of the CGI, but I don't know, it really didn't hit that much with me. When I read the manga, the first chapter was just amazing, bro. I completed the first part of the manga, the 97 chapters, in a day. Like, I split it into 2 days, but I completed it in like 10 hours or something. I was really into it, but the anime, I was barely watching the videos that were airing every week. I guess I completed the last 4 episodes after they were aired, but yeah. So what do we got here? So the categories are Anime of the Year, Best Original Anime, of course Cyberpunk, Anime of the Year, Cyberpunk, Best Character Design. Have to see, I don't really remember all the anime that I had this year, but again Cyberpunk, Best Animation, Cyberpunk, New Series, Cyberpunk, Continuing Series, okay, Best Opening, shit, I don't really remember many openings. There weren't many great openings or endings or any OST songs last year. The only song which I really liked is from Cyberpunk, but it's just an OST. It's called Can I Stay at Your House or something. Best ending, have to see. Best score, is it OST? I don't know. Films, I haven't watched many. Best anime song, best director, main character, supporting character, must protect at all costs. Okay, this is definitely gonna be Anya. Best action, have to see. Comedy, I don't know. Drama, I don't really know. Fantasy, romance, I guess it's gonna go to Best Doll or Koibusuru, have to see. And both of these, I don't know. Special categories, special award, achievement, presenter's choice. Okay, let's go and let's see the nominees. Wait, Demon Slayer come out last year? Oh yeah, it did, right? Oh, I forgot. Even Attack on Titan, okay. Being one of my favorite animes, I ain't gonna give it to Osama Ranking Part 2. Nah, I mean, come on, bro. I already told you. How can I not vote for Cyberpunk, bro? Let's vote for Cyberpunk. Attack on Titan was a good anime, but having read the manga and knowing how it's gonna end, I don't know. And for the most part, I forgot what was in Part 2. I made a few videos, maybe. The ending, we aren't gonna talk about it. Spy Family is also a really good anime, but to me, it's just cute and wholesome, and it's good when you want to watch it, like take a break if you're exhausted or something, I don't know, but nah. And this definitely out of picture, like, come on, bro. Of course, story and everything was good, but it's just an 8 anime or 9. I'll give it a 9. I guess I did give it a 9 in MAL, but yeah, everything was good about this anime, but to me, this just hit really different. The ending, the storytelling, the everything, it was just, I don't know, bro. I've just recently completed Vinland Saga, and it has one of the best storytelling direction ever. It's always not about the story. The story may be meh sometimes, or just an 8 or 9. Most of the stories are never really 10, and even if they are, the storytelling is so bad that you aren't really interested in it or anything. And Cyberpunk is one of those animes in which the storytelling and story both are really good. Of course, in some parts it was like kinda rushed. It didn't feel rushed or anything was cut out, but the time skips and everything was like, I don't know. I can't really express it to you other than tell you to watch it and judge it for yourself. But to me, it has to be the anime of the year, especially the song, bro. It just best original anime. Let's see. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't watched this show or this or this or this or even this. Trust me when I say that I watched most of them, if not all of them. So yeah, I had to vote it for Licorice Recoil. I do think this is gonna win this category because it was a really good anime. The ending isn't a sad one or anything, so yeah, this definitely is a really good anime. If you want to watch some cute anime and cute anime girls, then I guess that's an anime for you. And then what? Best character design. This one's a hard one. I don't know which one to vote for. You got Anya and Yor in here, and JoJo was also really good. Stone Ocean, but having known all of the manga spoilers because I couldn't wait and watched it on YouTube in 2020. JoJo's designs are always like, they're the same, and I can't really give it to Demon Slayer as well because you already had a movie and a season before it, and it's like a kid's drawing. No offense to anyone, but it's like Shin-chan. I've already talked about it, and it comes down to both of these animes for me because this one is of course cyberpunk, and it's really hard to draw all of those scenes and scenarios and all those robotic parts and everything. I mean, this anime definitely had like very good looking characters, like everything, even the finger nail paint, man, it was drawn really good, but my heart really says to give it to cyberpunk, so I guess I will. And of course it was also 18 plus, so yeah, your boy's 20 now. Best animation. Oh, this one's a hard one. Of course, Akebe no Sailor Fuku, I ain't giving it to this one, even though it's a good looking show, but nah. And definitely not to Osama Ranking or Spy Family. Attack on Titan season 2, definitely not to it. And those CGI Titans. It comes down to both of these. Just because of that one episode, I'm gonna give it to Demon Slayer, bro. That shit was so good. Of course, overall, I think Cyberpunk got a better animation, but Demon Slayer definitely deserves this one. I mean, I'm not saying it got a better animation than Demon Slayer, but yeah. Best new series. I of course know which one I'm gonna give it to, and it's gonna be, yes, Cyberpunk again. Why? Because after the downfall of the game, they really did a good job of writing the story, and of course it's animated by Trigger, who's known for their sci-fi animes, and yeah, it just is really good. Of course I like My Dress Up Darling and Your Boy Coming, but yeah, all of these shows are really good. Even Call of the Night. The songs are good in this one though. And My Dress Up Darling, this one had a better intro. Both the intro and outro on this one are good. I don't really remember this one, so they were probably meh. And yeah, Spy Family also has one of the best intros and outros, both of part 1 and part 2. Even My Dress Up Darling I don't really remember, so I guess they're not good. Best continuing series. All of these animes are really good animes. Of course I haven't caught up to the latest episode of One Piece, but after coming from the movie, the second season is good, but it really wasn't like, oh damn. It wasn't anything like that. And just because they made Attack on Titan the final into 3 parts, which are airing for 3 years, I am gonna give it to this one. And I'll be honest, after seeing Kaguya-sama Lois War Ultra Romantic at number 1 spot and at my anime list, top anime, though it isn't there anymore, that's the reason why I hadn't made any reviews after it, because come on bro, if this deserved to be at that spot, then I know like 300 animes which deserve to be at that place that I've rated 10. Maybe not 300, but you get what I mean, And JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is a really good anime. It was divided into three parts, which aired over 2 years, I guess. First one came out in 2020 or 2021. I don't really remember. I have to check it, but I mean, I guess I had to give it to Demon Slayer on this one as well. Best opening sequence. Osama ranking really had some of the best openings, and of course, I ain't gonna give it to Rumbling. Mixer Nuts was also a really good opening. Of course, Chiki Chiki Bang Man is like one of my favorite songs to jam to. And yeah, to be honest, I have to listen to them once. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, now that I've heard all the songs that got nominated, I do remember Rumbling, but I ain't gonna vote for it because it wasn't really that good of a song. This Fire is also a good song. I guess it's a really old song. I don't know. I've searched for it and it showed up a different song which was from 12 years ago, and then there was the song that was from the anime. So I'm not really sure about that. And right off the bat, from all of this, the one that I remember the most is, of course, Chiki Chiki Ban Ban. The dance in the music video of the song was just really cool for me to not ignore it. And yeah, I'd give the music, like, if open sequence means not just the song, but also the music video, I guess I'd give it to Chiki Chiki Ban Ban. In terms of the song, I'd give it to Zankyo Sanka and This Fire. In terms of both song and video, I guess I'd give it to Naked Hero. And the one that you can vibe to, I guess it's Mixed Nuts. I prefer the second part opening over this one, but this one's a really hard one to vote for as well. Since I've given two of the categories to Cyberpunk, I guess I'm gonna give it to Chiki Chiki Ban Ban because maybe not, maybe yeah. This one's a really hard one, bro. Okay, I've decided to give it to Naked Hero. It's like a sad but really hopeful song. Of course, if I were to rate it, then I'd rate it like this: first, both of them; second, third, fourth, and fifth. If I want any one of these to win, it would either be Chiki Chiki Ban Ban or I guess Cyberpunk one. I know I voted for this and I'm literally not including it in the list, but I think either Demon Slayers or Spy Family Central is gonna win. I sure hope it isn't Attack on Titan one because this one's really shit and it's also in English. So yeah, best ending sequence. This wasn't a bad ending. This also wasn't a bad ending. These two are the ones that I remember like really good. I have to listen to all the others again. Okay, I've just heard this song and it's from part one, and I'm surprised there isn't a part two song in both of the categories. Maybe because it aired in fall of the anime. Like right now, between both of these, I guess I'd vote for comedy. Oh yeah, I've just heard both of these, and I do remember the songs. Like I've forgotten because it's been a long time since I've heard them. And this one's like a cute little song, but I really used to enjoy listening and watching the ending of Komi-san season 2. And I do remember this song. It's like sci-fi-ish. I'm like mixed between both of these, but I really know this song by heart much more than this one. And I've just heard both of this, and I'm definitely not gonna give it to this one. I guess I'd have to give it to this one, bro. And the Kaguya-sama song is like it sounds like it's from the 80s or the 90s. This also is a close first place song. If I want any of the songs from this to win, it would be either of these two. I'd be happy with both of them, and I'm not really biased one over the other, but just because I know this song better than this one, I voted for this one. But this is also a really good song. It's a happy one as well, and this one's like really happy one. Let's go. Okay, I guess these Hiroyuki Sawano. So this is OST, and the only OST I remember from any of those animes is Cyberpunk, and I'm gonna vote on it because I don't wanna listen to all of those OSTs again and vote. The songs in this were also good, but there was this one song and songs were really good. I don't really remember the OST. And Spy Family also has same with Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer and Made in Abyss. There's this one song in Made in Abyss which if I have to tell it to you, I'd have to spoil it. But there's a scene, an emotional scene with the rabbit girl. I forgot her name, and the OST there is really sad. It almost made me tear up, but I held it in somehow. But out of all these animes, I voted for Cyberpunk because there's this one song, like I said before, I Wanna Stay at Your House. It's like a really good song, bro. I guess it's in the last episode. Yeah, that's a really good song. Listen to it once and I'm pretty sure you'll fall in love. And I'm surprised, like in the opening, ending, and even the OST section, Chainsaw Man is nowhere. Like it had some of the good songs. I really like first ending of Chainsaw Man. It's called Chainsaw Blood and that's one of my go-to JP songs to listen. Best film. Let's see, which one have I watched? I did watch Dragon Ball Superhero and JJK Zero. Okay, I haven't watched any of this then. I've only watched Dragon Ball Super and Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, and though this was a good anime, I'd have to vote to Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. Out of these three, Demon Slayer Mugen Train isn't here, but it also did come out in India in theaters last year, and I watched Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, Dragon Ball Superhero and Demon Slayer almost at the same time, and I definitely have to say between Mugen Train and Zero, I prefer Zero because it was my second time watching Mugen Train in theaters that time, and I don't know, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero isn't as sentimental as that one, and I'm like a pussy. I can't take sentiment animes. And okay, best anime song. So it was anime music video included. So I'm happy that I voted for Osama ranking in that one. And yeah, of course, I'm not gonna give it to Rumbling. I've heard the song, not really my favorite. Same with both of these. I guess this song isn't the opening, but rather the special song, or was it the rap song? I don't know. For me, it comes down to Chiki Chiki Banman and Comedy, and because I know most of the song, I'm gonna give it to Comedy. Best director. Okay, I'll be honest, I don't know any of those directors, but since I watched all of these animes, I can give you a fair rating of the direction. Osama ranking, I'll tell you, at least like the parts where the anime is good, like first half of the anime, it is directed really good, especially the first 2 episodes, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna tear up. You might tear up or become just emotional. It's a really good anime. Spy Family also has some really good scenes. Of course, Ufotable, Goat Studio, and Haruo Sotozaki. You did a really great job directing season 2 of Demon Slayer, but I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I have to give it to Cyberpunk again. The storytelling in it was just amazing, bro. I can't give it to any other anime. Though, as much as I like Boji, I ain't gonna give you the best main. Okay, it's the best main character, not the design. Fuck. Okay, then we know who I'm voting it to. It's of course Eren, bro. Best main character, Eren. Definitely. Man, what he did in part 2 of the final season, and yeah, it's definitely him. Marin is like the second best girl, maybe the third best girl after Makima and Yor of last year. Boji, of course, the best boy. David, I mean, he's not bad for a main character, but I don't know. Lloyd, you're a good dad. Chisato, you're fun to watch, but Eren, he just tatakais all you and you'll lose. Best supporting character. Okay, Hayasaka, you ain't winning it, bro. Kage, maybe. Tengen, no. And wait, Rebecca. Okay, Rebecca is in it as well. Oh, Anya and Yor, both of them are in here. Of course, I'm not gonna give it to Rebecca. In my opinion, she didn't really have much of a screen time for me to even consider her like a supporting character. And if Rebecca isn't here, why isn't this girl here? I forgot her name. Or is she Rebecca? I'm pretty sure she is not called Rebecca. I'll have to make sure. Yeah, Lucy. She's called Lucy. Rebecca is that little girl, and Kage, I'm pretty sure, is the main one of the main characters of the show, and they included him in the supporting section. So I feel like Lucy should also be here instead of Rebecca. I enjoyed watching Anya more, and I don't know why she's best supporting character, because 90% of the anime is because of her, in my opinion, and I'd fight with you if you say otherwise. Yeah, I guess I'd have to give it to Anya, even though she's not really a supporting character, but because she's in this category, I'm gonna give it to her. Must protect at all costs. Like I said, it's gonna go to Anya. Okay, Kotaro is also here. Okay, this is also a really good anime by Netflix. It's like sad but cheerful anime. Trust me, watch it. You're really gonna love it. This isn't like one of those kid shows. If I were to put it, I'd put this, Osama Ranking, and Spy Family in the same category, because on the surface it seems like a kid show, but most of the stuff in it isn't really like for kids. It's like sad and dark at some points. Both of these animes are like really cheerful animes, but they are too big for me to protect. I can't protect Komi and Marin, bro. Like, you know what I'd be doing with them if I were to protect them, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, I'm like, bro, I'd have to protect Kotaro, you know. Watch his backstory and you'll know why I'll have to protect him. Boji got Kage behind his back, and Anya, of course, has two of the best people to protect you. So yeah, best action anime. Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna give it to Cyberpunk this time. Yeah, you can stop cheering. Spy Family was also really good, but in terms of action, bro, you know it. I don't really have to explain it to you why I voted for Attack on Titan Final Season Part 2. But yeah, all of these animes, I mean, in terms of like raw action, something that is supernatural, Demon Slayer got you covered. Same with Cyberpunk, same with JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Bro, the stands in this one were like, come on, there's a reason everything is what it is after this part. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about, and if you know why the author did it, it was because the stands were just too OP and he didn't know what to write next, so he did what he had to do. Spy Family action, I mean, come on, you can't really compare it with these animes. I mean, both of them, that's like natural, and this makes natural look supernatural. And yeah, best comedy. Okay, I just voted for best action. Best comedy, I'd have to give it to Uncle from Another World, even though it's still airing after 6 months and it just has 12 episodes. I mean, the comedy in this one is like, I don't really remember laughing to any of these animes. Kaguya-sama, of course, has some of the best scenes in any anime, like the rapping part. For example, Kotaro Lives Alone, it's mostly comedy, but it has dark parts. This one, come on, comedy, I don't really remember the comedy in it. I mean, at first I didn't like the voice actor of Marin, but then I really fell in love with her. She did a really good job of voice acting her, and I guess the yabai ones, you can call that comedy, but mostly this is not a comedy anime. This is comedy, but it didn't make me go haha as much as Uncle from Another World did. Isekai Oji-san and Spy Family, it's also cool, but this is just on another level, man. This drama, okay, I'm not gonna give it to Cyberpunk again or Kotaro Lives Alone. 86 Part 2, you know, I'm like an 86 anime hater with passion. Not really, but I think it's overrated, and even though I like Part 2 better than Part 1, it's still like an 8 or 9 for me. I don't know what I've rated. I'd have to check it. But yeah, if you're talking about drama, then I'd have to give it to Dance Dance Dansho. The twist at the ending and the rivalry between him and the other guy, like him and his rival, is like really good. I don't know, like when this anime came out, maybe I made a video on it or not, but to summarize it, it's like a really good anime. And okay, this is like a slight spoiler, but the heroine in this one is shit. Fuck that bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you wanna watch good dance anime, then I'd recommend this one. I've even picked up the manga because the season kind of ends on like a cliffhanger, and I don't think they will make another season, so I picked the manga up. But yeah, this is a really good anime. Drama in this one was really good, but sometimes I feel like it's forced, like how it's forced in To Your Eternity. I don't think Dance Dance Dancing is gonna win in this section. It's either gonna be Attack on Titan or 86, maybe Cyberpunk, but I'd be happy if this one. And Best Fantasy. Okay, I haven't caught up to part 4 of Overlord. I'm still in season 2, I think. And wait, Mushoku Tensei part 2 came out last year. Okay, I don't really remember. This is also a really good anime, but I'm gonna give it to this one. I'd have to give it to Demon Slayer again. But Best Fantasy, maybe not. I mean, this has a better story than this, but like I said, it like feels forced. And season 2 of this anime was like really good in terms of character development for the main character. This overall is a really good fantasy show. It's not isekai, it's just a fantasy show. So which one should I give it to? Animation is good, story is good, opening and endings are good. Animation is good, story is good, OST is good, story is good, animation is also good. Okay, after thinking for a minute, I'll give it to Mushoku Tensei because, like, it's like a father of isekai animes. I bet you have heard a lot of people talk about other animes being inspired from Mushoku Tensei, and there's a reason for it. So I guess I'm gonna give it to that one. Best romance. This you can't really call it romance. There's a slight romance in this one. This one is like over the top for me. There's romance in the last episode, and to me it's like between both of these. But this is also, you can't really call it like a romance show because most of them are like they aren't really dating or anything. So yeah, in terms of romance anime, I really enjoyed this one. It's like romance anime. It's a Power Rangers anime, but best voice actor, Sumi Tanizaki. I guess she's Anya's voice actor. Faruza is the main character's voice actress. Misaki Kuno, have to check it. Okay, so I've just got the names, and Misaki Kuno is the voice actress of Faputa, like the villain, kind of the villain. And yeah, I guess, okay, I'm gonna explain to you who the voice actress or actors were. So Atsumi Tanizaki is the voice actress of Anya. Chika Anza is the voice actress of this character, I forgot her name. Faruza is the voice actress of the main character, again I forgot the name. Misaki Kuno, like I said, is the voice actress of Faputa. Hanae Natsuki is the voice actor of Tanjiro. Yuki Kaji is the voice actor of Eren Yeager, and I guess he's won one time already, and she always wanted to voice act the voice of Kujo Jolin. Okay, I remember that, and she got it. And even her, I've watched a video where she told that she was first called in to audition for Yol, but she said she wanted to audition for Anya, and she did get the role, and she did a really good job for me to not vote for her. Though, like I said before, I would have liked to have voted for Marin's voice actress, because I went from not liking her voice acting to liking her voice acting. So yeah, but out of all of them, Anya's voice was like a little hard for an adult to voice act. Though she did a really good job voice acting Jolene, I'd have to give it to Tanizaki-san. And this will be determined by industry panel or a special guest. Okay, so I guess we're done with the awards. And yeah, let me see if there are any animes which I wanted to talk about and missed. So I remember making a review video of winter 2022 and to watch video of spring 2022. So I'm gonna give you an overall, like a small summarization and brief of winter 2022, but I'm gonna start from spring 2022. So this is my ratings. You can look over here, and yeah, I'm gonna start with Spy Family. Of course, it's a 10 show. Being a manga reader, I really enjoyed this one. They adapted it really good. Kaguya-sama, I know I've given it a 10, but I'm like 100% sure it doesn't deserve this kind of overall rating, man. Like, come on, there are better shows. I mean, if this is like a 9.6 07 show, then there are other shows which should have a higher rating. And Tateno Yusha season 2 was not what I was expecting. This, I know many people hated it, but because they compared it with Sonobisk Dolwo Koi Wosaru. But yeah, in terms of what it is, it's a really good anime. And when you compare it with Bisque Doll, yes, of course, it's like not that good of a show. And this was just beautiful to watch. Summertime Render, really good anime, really good suspense, really good ending as well. Of course, I've given it a 10. And I guess it also could have been one of the contenders for Best Animes 2022, but it wasn't there. Tomodachi Game, really good anime, really good main character. He's like Ayano Koji, and I absolutely love Ayano Koji kind of main characters. This is also a really good anime, and I guess it could have been in the comedy section because it also was really funny, but it wasn't. This is like Overlord, you may call it. This one, it's not that good or that bad. Paribikome again is a really good anime. This is also a really good anime. I really enjoyed it. MC is not your typical isekai MC. He's like in a league of his own. I really like the MC of this one. Maybe could have been in the best MC, maybe not. This is like, if I were to simply put it without spoiling much, the father of this guy, like not the adopted father, the original biological father, he's definitely a hentai watcher. That's all I can say about this anime. This is a shit anime. Don't watch it. I'm still in season 2, so I can't really tell you about that. This one, I've talked about it in the to watch video, and I didn't really like or enjoy the plot much, and that was like too much for me to watch, so I've dropped it. Aoashi is like a really good soccer anime. It's better than Blue Lock for sure. This is like a really good romance anime. Like I said, it's a Power Rangers romance anime. This, again, I dropped it because I didn't really like it. It's like a different version of this anime, and as you can see, I haven't completed Science Fell in Love, so I tried to prove it wrong. I started this one, so I can't really rate it. Okay, yeah, I forgot. Mon was also a really good anime. It was like healing kind of anime, and also Child K. Yeah, it was a really good anime. I really enjoyed it, so I gave it a 10. Machikado Masoko, again, I haven't completed it. Dance Here, I already talked about it. It's a really good anime, but because of the ending, I gave it a 9. It's not a bad ending, but it's an ending I didn't really like. And I guess that's it for the anime I watched here, I guess. Going to summer 2022. Oh yeah, okay, I'm surprised Classroom of the Elite isn't in any of the lists there, and I haven't read the novel, so I don't know how much they cut, but to me, it's definitely a 10 out of 10 anime. It isn't like better than season 1, I'd say it is behind season 1, but still, it's a really good anime to watch. Yofuka Shino Uta, it's a good anime, but it wasn't for me. The animation isn't bad. Overall, music, comedy, story, you can watch the anime for it. It really did have some of the best sounding music, like the OST was really good. Again, haven't caught up to Overlord again, and this was like one of the biggest letdowns as well, Hataraku Mao-sama. Coming after like, almost 9 years or something? Yeah, 2013. Of course, there was a studio change and they changed the characters pretty badly. When I first looked the anime, I couldn't really recognize the MC. I was like, who the fuck are you? And even the story isn't like really good for them to do anything about it, I guess. So yeah, it's just a 7. Even giving it a 7 is like very generous of me. I'm a really generous man. Okay, I did give Like Always Recall a 10. So I think I initially planned on giving it a 9, but I gave it 10 because of the good ending. But yeah, this overall was a really good anime to watch. And Rent a Girlfriend, I'll be honest with you guys, I already read all of the season 2 of this anime. I'm currently at 115th chapter of the manga. I guess like 170 came out or something when I was reading it. I guess there were already like 140 chapters out, and that was 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago, when part 1, like season 1 of the anime came out. And I picked up the manga after watching 4 episodes or something. and was at chapter 115 before the end of season 1, so I already knew the story and they adapted it really well, but the story is not that good. I've given it an 8 because of the opening and ending songs. Made in Abyss, Scorching Sun, whatever it's called. It's a good anime, but it wasn't better than the movie for me, and for that reason it's a 9. And I really enjoyed Danmachi season 4. The part 2 is airing currently and it is really good. The fights, the story, everything was done really good in this anime. I really love the sound effects. I think JC staff did a really good job with the sound effects on this anime. And like I said again, Isekai Oji-san, currently only 11 episodes are out. Even though it's produced by Netflix, the last 3 or 4 episodes are not on Netflix yet. But yeah, it's a really good anime and I'd definitely give it a 10 out of 10, even though they've delayed the airing of it like 2 times. And this is supposed to be a romance anime, but it's like domestic girlfriend. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just meh. And this also was a really good fantasy anime. This is also a romance anime, but it's not like you watch for the romance. It's like a guilty pleasure anime. Same with this one, it's also a guilty pleasure anime. This one doesn't really have all that 18 plus stuff in it, but this one does. And this was a really shit anime. I can't really tell you anything much about it. It has like a better ending, like a good ending, so I gave it a 7, but it's not worth your time to watch it. And this one's a really good and cute anime, and this is just your another typical isekai anime, but yeah, he's just overpowered, that's all I can tell you, and basically your rest characters. And this anime is also another typical isekai anime, but it had better CGI, dragons and stuff, I guess. And yeah, this one was also good. This one's not really like romance anime, but it's like Takagi-san, similar plot, but she's not the one that teases this time. He's the one that teases, but does it with a dead face, and she's the one that flutters. And this also is a really good anime and I enjoyed it. I don't really think this rating is like, this rating fits it, but I guess they've given it this rating because they thought it was like a shorter con anime. I mean it is, but really isn't. It's a good anime. Same with Shadows of season 2. The story progresses quite drastically from season 1 in this one, and it's done and written really well. Ruby, this was also a really good anime. Animation is also really good. Story, I don't know, animation's really good. Futo Tante is also Power Rangers kind of anime, and yeah, you've got a really pretty female lead in this one, so I watched it and that's all I can say. And I guess that's it for summer 2022 anime as well. Let me check if I have watched any one. And okay, so part 2 of part 6 aired this season and I've given it a 9. Of course, the ending is definitely a 10, like the part 3 is definitely a 10, and of course Cyberpunk Edge Runners is also 10. I haven't even completed season 1 of this anime. It's a Chinese anime, and to simply put it, it's similar to Saiki Kusuho. The main character is like Saiki Kusuho from Disastrous Life of Saiki K. That was like comedic anime. This has more of a plot and romance aspect to it, and it's a really good show. If you want to watch any Chinese animes, then I guess you can watch that. I haven't completed Tatami Galaxy season 1, so I haven't watched the ONA. And coming to fall 2022, which had some of the best anime. I'm like really surprised, bro. They haven't included Chainsaw Man in anime of the year or anything, or even Mob Psycho. They haven't put Mob Psycho in best animation at least. Like it had really good animations. Chainsaw Man, except for episode 1, rest of the episodes were animated really good. And you can see my ratings over here, and I don't really have to explain it a lot to you, this being a sequel. And okay, I'll tell you why I've given 10 to Mob Psycho, because the ending is like really funny, and I couldn't really find anywhere to read the manga, so I read it on pirated sites. And I don't think they have every chapter, or maybe the anime added some other like ending to it, like they've included a bit more to the ending. I've read the manga before season 3 completed, and I've read it to the part where okay, if I tell you anything I'd have to spoil it, but I don't know if they've added anything new to the ending of this season that wasn't already in the manga, or if I couldn't find the last few chapters of the manga. But The ending was really good. I was really satisfied with the ending, and it isn't like a good ending or a bad ending. It's like you can call it a funny ending in some sense, but yeah, it was a really good anime coming from one of my favorite writers of all time. One Spy Family Part 2 is also a really good. Like it's cute. Come on, I can't really review it much more than that. Bleach, I'm still in like episode 20 or something of the original Bleach, so I haven't watched this version of the Bleach, but I guess it's like second highest rated anime of all time or something. Like look at that, first 6 anime, 7, 8, 9, like most of the anime that came out this season are rated really high. Blue Lock is of course still airing, My Hero Academia is of course still airing, and the story is really good this time. I did complete all of the 6th season in terms of manga. I'm like currently 20 chapters or something behind the latest chapter of manga. I haven't read it since 6 months or something, so I wasn't able to catch up to the newest chapters, but it has some of the best story in terms of story. And yeah, Blue Lock, in my opinion, it's like really overrated. I don't really like the plot much, but it's a good anime to watch, I guess. But Cheetah Rock also doesn't deserve this much rating, bro. It's a really good and comedic show, and again, I'm like kind of sad that this anime is also not on any of the categories in Crunchyroll awards. I guess it's gonna be included like in 2023 awards. But yeah, this is also one of the best isekai animes that I've watched in a while. You know, there are a lot of isekai animes and not most of them get it right, but in this, the MC is like fun to watch. There are like a few scenes in first and second episodes where I was like, the fuck is wrong with MC when he was back in Earth? He's like a real Chad in the isekai world, like real Chad, at least to you, not to the people around him. He's like, he acts all pathetic and shit. He hides his powers and decides to live a normal life while pulling the strings just like Ayano Koji does. So yeah, I really enjoyed this anime. And being a passionate hater of To Your Eternity, I have to say season 2 reveals some stuff which is like really good to me, at least, because if I say anything more I'd have to spoil it, so I'll leave it at because. But yeah, this was a really good anime and it's still continuing, so I'll talk about it when it ends, I guess. And this was a really good romance anime, I guess. It's like Scum Swish, I guess you can call it that, but it's not on that level of sadness and stuff. This anime is like they get paired up in their school, like a boy and a girl randomly gets paired up and they have to live like a wife and husband in school dorms, and they have to pretend that they are couples and they get points based on it. And at every month ending, the top scorers get to decide if they want to change their partners or not. This is also an isekai anime, but it has like a different approach to it. This time MC is not the main character who got isekai. MC is actually the sword. MC gets reincarnated as a sword, and this girl is from the isekai world, and it's about the journey of those two. It's a really good and cute anime. And Uzaki-chan, if you watched season 1 in 2020 during the lockdown time, those days, then you already know what it is. When I first watched season 1, this character wasn't that bad. I really enjoyed watching this anime, and I think I gave it an 8 or a 9, I guess a 9 rating. But this time around, she was like, the fuck, bro? She was really annoying to watch. I don't know, I watched it because it's like comedic, but Uzaki is super annoying, bro. I don't really like her, and that's all I can say. This is the remake of an anime from 1980s, and this girl was a waifu back then, and trust me, she really is a waifu now as well. This is like a comedic anime, and it's like the story is like Saiki Kusuo, where there isn't really a connection between previous and next episode, but it is in chronological order. I can't really explain it to you, but it's a really fun and comedic show. This guy sims for every girl on the planet except for her, and she's an alien. So this is like a sci-fi anime and really comedic anime. This is just another typical isekai anime, so I've dropped it. This was like a really shit anime. It's supposed to be an anime about ninjas, and everyone thought she was gonna be one of the best girls, but she was a girl and I'm still in season 2 of Marimasta Irumakun, so haven't completed or watched part 3 yet. Akuyakurejo, this one is also like other villainous anime shows. Yeah, this wasn't a half bad like anime romance show, but yeah, and Akima made sense. So I know it's got a good rating, but for me it was really difficult to watch. This one is also a typical harem show, 18 plus, uncensored one. This one's just another basic isekai anime, and the MC is a farmer this time, and also really OP. Futaku no Guild is also 18 plus anime and haven't completed it, and I guess I'll drop it. Same with When of Flops, but this one has a bit of twist to it where all of these girls are like MC's engagement choices, and I don't know if this is a spoiler. I think it's not because it's shown really early in the anime. All of them have memories with the MC when they were young, and that's all I can sum up about it. It's like a harem show where the MC has to pick one of them. I only watched 6 episodes, maybe 5 episodes, so I don't really know, but yeah, Do It Yourself is one of those slice of life animes which you're gonna really enjoy. It has like a really good story. As the name suggests, it's a do it yourself anime, and all of these people are from a club called Do It Yourself Club, and they build things, and that's basically about it. And this also wasn't a bad anime, which I haven't completed yet. It had like really good animation, and I don't really know much about the story for me to explain it to you, but if I were to put it simply, I guess this is like Chinese kingdom time anime, and yeah, it's just like a detective kind of show. I think I've only watched 2 episodes, and all they do in those 2 episodes is detective work, so I think that's one of those animes. And this is supposed to be a romance anime, and I watched 6 episodes or something, and I couldn't watch more than that. This is like, to put it simply, this anime has 4 main characters, and they are like a bit, maybe a lot clumsy. Like each of them react differently when they realize that they were clumsy. One of them laughs it out, one of them acts like he knew what he was doing, the other one doesn't even realize that he was being clumsy, and the last one just becomes shy and hides. And in the ONA section, of course, there's part 3 of Stone Ocean, which definitely deserves a bit higher rating than this, and of course I'd give it a 10. There was Lookism as well, which is an anime from South Korea based off of a webtoon, and it ain't bad, or it isn't like really something you'd want to like really watch or not miss out on. To put the plot simply, the main character is like ugly AF, and one day he suddenly gets into a body of this prettier looking boy, and he has both the bodies, and when he sleeps in this one, he goes back to his ugly body, and when he sleeps in the ugly body, he comes back to this, and that's basically the plot. You can kind of guess where the story goes from there, but I've heard that in the manhwa, in the webtoon, there is death and stuff, but for the most part in the 10 episodes of the anime, it's like a normal show. And Romantic Killer is like one of those otome games where the main character has a lot of princes and she has to choose one of them. It's like one of that, and there's your typical rich boy, there's your Osana Najimi or childhood friend, and there's your character that you just meet. There's rivalry between the childhood character and the character that you just meet. Yeah, this anime is about that, and she's the MC, and it's a really fun, well animated show, and I really enjoyed it. It's from Shonen Jump, so I think there might be chances of there being a season 2 because nothing is concluded in season 1, but it's a really good comedy show. And that's it for all the anime in 2022 that I watched, which is like basically all the anime. And yeah, to give you a sneak peek, these are the animes that I'm watching right now. I haven't updated it, but I've already started Vinland Saga season 2, and I'm currently at 2nd episode, and I haven't updated most of this, but these are all the animes that I'm watching this season, and be sure to check out when I make a video about it, I guess. And yeah, that's it for anime awards of anime that I had in 2022, and my review on it, and I hope this season of anime and this year of anime is also really good as well. And yeah, that's it for 2022 anime. And yeah, bye.